Hey everybody, I'm here. Sorry about the delay. I need coffee. Um, how is everybody? It's been a moment. Just been dealing with some health stuff. Still am. But this is important, so I am here, and I'm glad that you guys are here too. Hi Andrew, first in. Hey Caitlin, sorry to hear that. So we're here for a missing persons case out of Nelsonville, Ohio. And the reason that this case came to my attention was that a friend of mine, also in Australia, because I'm clearly from Australia, has been friends with Kyle for 4 years, and he's been missing for 3 weeks now. So it is up on the screen. Basically, this is the missing persons flyer for it. The only difference between this and the NamUs report is the shorts being that they're navy. It's not much of a difference anyway. But thank you for everyone. And just bear with me for a little bit because it's been a while since I've done one of these cases, completely for health reasons. I'm not getting any REM sleep, so if I cannot construct the sentences, then that's why. So you just have to be patient with me. Why do coffee mugs turn the wrong way? Unless this is a mug for left-handed people. But I have my coffee. So thank you for those people who are here for Kyle. I noticed some people call him Brian. Some people call him Kyle. Most people that I've seen know him as Kyle, so I'm just referring to him as Kyle. Just a few things about this channel. I started it as a true crime channel 3 years ago, because that's what I've always been interested in. I literally fell into missing persons cases, primarily in Texas, and everything kind of went from there. Then issues with my health kind of prevented me from doing this kind of thing because it does take a lot of thought processes, brain functioning, and that. And anyone who knows what it's like to have chronic pain, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, no REM sleep knows that it's hard to function. But I promised that I would do what I could to help here. So there has been some progress on the case. Not everything can be discussed. I'm going to put a link up. I don't know how long this live is going to go. It's dependent on really if anyone wants to come up and talk about anything. When I say anything, I don't mean anything. We're not here to do the sheriff's job. We're not here to make things any harder for them than it already is, because the way I feel about things and the way I like to have this channel is to not deal with the drama or the bullshit. And there's a lot of channels out there who are gonna do it for views, and that I care about the views on missing persons videos only, because the more people that see them, the more the more information that can come forward. Unfortunately, law enforcement doesn't have the luxury of picking and choosing what they want to look at. You know, as far as, I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen on Facebook, you know, on groups like Nelsonville Crackheads and all other places, you know, there's this person was there with this person, or I heard this, or I heard that. Law enforcement has to go down every single rabbit hole. They have to follow every lead, and I know from speaking to them that those leads end up as dead ends every time, and it's incredibly frustrating for them. So they don't have that luxury of being able to kind of pick and choose. And so what I'm trying to say is, if we can keep it, if we can kind of contain this a bit, like not speculate too much, you know, in regards to what's going on here. There's a bunch of stuff I can't put out there because I feel like it would impede the investigation, in the sense of, don't get me wrong, I would love to call out anyone and anybody who is responsible for this young man missing. But if that prevented them from being eventually, or sooner, hopefully more than later, being brought to justice, then I'm just going to shut the hell up and not say. Caitlin, the link is for StreamYard. This is what I was talking to you about before. So, so I just screen share it. It's not, I would screen share it through here if anyone does want to come up. That link is there. You don't have to be on video if you don't want to. I'm not expecting that anyone may want to, you know, come forward and if you want to just talk about what type of person Kyle is, or Bryan, whatever way you refer to him, come up, you know, and talk. If you have anything of value to talk about in regards to his movements or anything like that, I think that would be helpful. Although, let me just bring. You have to bear with me here. It's been a moment since I've driven alive like this. So, let's grab let's start with this Namus. And I'm just gonna take your poster down. Sorry, buddy. Okay, so, and excuse my my camera at the moment. I never align it. Anyway, okay, so first of all, a couple of days ago, I went into Namus and checked and saw that he hadn't been entered into the system. So that's the first thing I did, was to put his information into the system. Now, it took a couple of days it was sitting on restricted for some reason. So, and I had received hey Wills, I had received a an email from the liaison officer for Ohio and the Midwest for Namus saying that he was going to forward this information to ACSO. And so it's too early for acronyms, seriously. And when I rang them, which was the night before last, my night before last, she said she hadn't received anything through. So I didn't get her name. It might have been Bree. I'm not sure. But I gave her the MP number, and she was gonna have a look at it. And God bless her, she went and got this information up and into the system. So this is now up under missing persons on NamUs, which is great. The public can see all of this information, his description. Everything seems to be as I'm aware of it, being from family members. So his last known sighting being June 4th. One thing I am not sure about still is this timeline. If anyone is able to help with the time of day, so you should be able to. Let me get out. I'll get me out of the way. What will move me? I move over here. There we go. That's better. Okay. Hey Cynthia. Thanks for popping in, honey. I know you're busy at work. No worries. I'm just sorry. I'm a little bit rusty, a little bit brain dead at the moment. But okay, so basically June 4th. Last seen June 4th, Nelsonville, Ohio. There have been no confirmed sightings of Bridgeman since this time. So that answers my question as to what I had asked the sheriff's office about sightings. So there's not been any sightings. And it just has the description there. There's nothing else. Well, my interest was if anyone can come forward or wants to come up on panel, anything like that, and give me like a timeline of that day, it would help. I know that he didn't go a day without speaking to his grandmother. That was, that's a big thing. And she hadn't heard from him, and she had not controlled, but kind of monitored some of his money, and he wanted to buy a video game that day, so she gave him $80 to go and buy the video game. What I am still not clear on, hey Joe, good to see you. What I'm not clear on is the time frame of this. When was he given the money? Did he make it to, where is this game shop in Nelsonville? Or is it at, or were they going somewhere else like Columbus? Did he get to that game shop? We know who he was with, and obviously the police are looking into that. We kind of don't, that's not something we kind of need to discuss here. It's all over social media. So let's try and contain it to, where he was, what he was doing. Yes, it's important who he was with, but, the police have that. It wasn't a game shop? Okay, all right. So see, this is what we need to kind of work out. All right, so he wanted to. All right, he wanted to buy a game. So did he get to this place? Do you know what time of day that was? Did they plan on going anywhere else before or after that? Because I feel like, while it's great that the Namus is up here, it needs a lot more. Hair color brown. Some people say light brown, some people say blonde. And what he was wearing, glasses and the tattoo, and that's it. I mean, there are images as well. There are 3 images that best show his facial features, and also the investigating agencies. So this is the information that I put in when I entered it initially, and now it's been assigned to the agency case number, which is, if you guys want to call Athens Sheriff's Department, you can quote agency case number 05-21- I need glasses 03329. And that will get you through. So, and the phone number, which is up everywhere, is 740-593-6633. Cynthia, I agree. He left in the evening. Okay, so it was the evening of the 4th to go, and he was going to get the game that night. This has been the hard thing to pin down. Okay. Next one. I am glad that this is still the pinned post on the Athens County Sheriff's Office Facebook page. It hasn't been updated since the 8th of June, and I know that can be frustrating, but if there is nothing that they can put out that's not going to make someone do a runner, or hurt the investigation, then they're not going to put it out. So they've searched locations on Matheny Road and Vore Ridge Road. Now, some information did come through last night. Yeah, Joe. I think we're speaking on... I have spoken to so many family members. I'm sorry. Like I said, I need to write out a family tree. There's a lot of you guys. And I'm so glad. Do you guys mind if I have a cigarette while we go through all this? Tough, because I'm going to. Now where was I? Right, so there's always been, for whatever these tips were that came through, there have been links to water. Yeah, I thought it was you I was just speaking to before. And we don't know why. I'm not going to question why. Obviously, law enforcement get a tip and they have to follow each and every one up. Even if it takes them down a huge rabbit hole to a huge disappointment, which is really frustrating for them. And I have to say, the family has said, and the short dealings that I've had with the Athens County Sheriff's Office has been great, has been helpful. They've been nice, professional, and it's nice. It's nice to see. Remember, they're doing the best they can with the resources that they have, and trying to filter through all of this. I hate to use the word nonsense, but a lot of it is nonsense. And trying to filter through that is so time consuming for them. That it may take a while. Obviously, there have been some tips and stuff that have come through, particularly last night. I got on the phone to the sheriff's office, I want to say about 1 o'clock this morning, my time, so that would have been 11 a.m. your guys' time, to let them know some information. But I haven't heard anything back. Probably don't even expect to. I mean, who the hell am I? But if it helps progress this any further, then yep, that's great. I want to be careful about what gets disclosed publicly, because you don't want there to be a piece of information or a piece of evidence there that someone can then go, because of a public announcement, go and run with and destroy it or hide it or anything like that. Hi Flipper. Cynthia, it will just I guess try and be patient. I know this hasn't been updated. My dog is having a bad dream, if that's what you can hear in the background. I never had that cigarette. I do start talking about this stuff and that. Now, there's one article, and I want to say that my internet ate it. I cannot find it. It is not this post. This post says the searches included locations on Matheny Road and Vore Ridge Road, and Kyle was not located there. The post, and you guys might be able to help me on this one, the post or article referenced 2 bodies of water and a trailer that law enforcement searched. Does anyone know the piece I'm referring to that my internet ate and destroyed? Because it's not this one. And this is very stock standard. When asked if foul play could be a factor, the sheriff's sheriff's office has not made a determination on that. I'm not going to comment on that. I don't feel like it is the right time to comment on that. This is the one that keeps... One, it was ad blocking me, and now wants me to subscribe to something that I had already read, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't that one either. Hey, Honey Badger. 5 Acre Lake. Right. Thanks, Elijah. See, guys, this is why we need you here. This is why I need your help. Okay, just checking in case anyone does want to come up. Otherwise, just use chat. That's fine. No worry, honey. It's 2:30 a.m. for you. Yeah. So this is what I'm saying. Some of the tips and reports about he's under a trailer and things like that. Someone, I do not know who to give credit to here. Sorry, on Nelsonville Crackhead's Facebook page, did this amazing I'm gonna have my cigarette. I am gonna have my cigarette. I'm gonna actually turn my video off so you can see this. I did this amazing waterways video. Now there's a lot of waterways here. So some of these, so 5 acre. Can I even? Does anyone? Alright, Ridge. That's alright. We'll do it this way. Ridge. You mean Ridge Pond on Ridge Road? So this is the one that was searched. Okay, so this is down near Carbondale. Alright. And I'm not gonna post the exact address, but let's just say this, Bridget, I had it. Let's just do this with the mouse and say this is the area he went missing from. So Vorridge. Alright. So that's down here. Okay. So that's where they've searched that. And so what was the other one that they searched? Because that article did say there was another one. Now there's a whole bunch here to the north. I know some people have had boots on the ground there searching some of these areas. Now that's Carbon Hill. So I just saw Carbon Hill when I was wanting Carbondale. Carbondale. With the information that's come to light, and there's a lot of hills, a lot of waterways. I want to word this carefully. With the information that's come to light recently, as in the last 12 hours, them searching here makes sense. When I rang, the lady asked me to put it all into an email, so I did that, because if I'm not coherent at 10:30 in the morning, I certainly wasn't coherent at 2 o'clock this morning. Poor lady. So they have this information. They didn't have it. So thankfully, the family member who gave it to me, thankfully we double checked, and she said, yeah, there had not been a submission of it. So, can anyone who's local, what distance are we looking at here? Like, say from thick and thin outletters down 260, down 3 to where they search. How many miles? Hi, Lucid. We are talking. Yep, we're talking about different areas. You know, and if there are updates, I'll continue to do updates. Like I said, we're not here to do law enforcement's job. I want to be able to use the better side of social media. Remember that social media is a blessing and a curse at the same time. Joe, from that trailer that was searched, so let's say Vorridge Road, over to Thick and Thin Outfitters. What's that? How long would that take you to drive? I'm on the map. I'm on the user created map at the moment. No worries, Dopey. Sorry, I shouldn't say DRPY. Sorry, I just abbreviated that to Derpy. What would you say? It doesn't look like a long drive. I don't have the... Actually, I might be able to. Been a while since I've used the old Googles. I don't want water. That's not what I want. 3 and... Oh, it is what I want. Alright. Okay, 4 miles. Oh, hey, Lindsay. Sorry about that. Yeah, out near Carbondale. So, no worries, Lisa. This is what I'm still having this cigarette because I talk so much it keeps going out. Alright, so let's call it 4 miles. Now, oh, that's very vague. Waterloo Township. How about I change that to... Where did my... Vor. Okay, Vor. So I have the mind of a fish, guys. Just 8 seconds. Vorridge Road. Alright, we want to go that way. Alright. 10 miles. 8 miles. Okay. So this Vorridge Road part was searched by the sheriff's department, and this is not far. I'm sorry I can't go into more detail with it. I really can't. I just hope they're on it. I don't want to send them 58 different tips based on every social media post out there. Oh, did you do this map, Corey? I didn't know who did it. Thank you. Frogwood Pond. Okay. will that come up here? Yeah. Type properly, Bridget. Okay, Frogwood Pond. Okay, this is a good map. Thank you for making it. Hi, hey Chief. Thanks, honey. Thank you for this the showbiz sticker. Frogwood Pond. Okay, so I'm assuming that is this waterway here. Right. Okay, so when you correlated all of this, you had in mind waterways that hadn't been searched. Was that your kind of mindset when making it? Or are we just looking at all kind of areas? Yeah, Elijah. This is the thing. What he was saying. I'm not gonna put the number. Okay, so red pin. If I can bring this in a bit. Area of interest here. Last seen here. Searches done here. And because I can't find that article, Chief, you worried? I have the same, I think the same theory as family as to who is responsible for this, but again, I just can't go with a big stick and question that person. I would like to. And I'm not going to say the names. We also need to remember that Kyle's phone, wallet, and medication were at the house. This is another thing you guys might be able to help me with. I'm not sure. Okay. This is where I'm confused. If he was given $80 to go and buy a game, and he went missing and he wasn't seen, so let's say the night of the 4th of June going into the 5th, why was his wallet and his phone and his medication at the house? Is the consensus here that they were removed from the house and then returned to the house? I'm just not understanding this. Alright, I've got money, I'm gonna go out. Thanks, Chief. I really appreciate your support this year. Thank you. At his house or another person's house. Because I don't want to get too much into speculation, but if it kind of helps you lead to like an understanding of, okay, well that makes sense, then let's speculate a little bit. So were his belongings removed from a house here or somewhere else and then returned? Or were they always there? I just, if people make plans to do things, like go and buy a game or whatever, okay, I might be harping on about that, or I don't know what else he was doing. They're going to take this stuff with them. If you need to buy it, you're going to take your wallet with you. If you're on medication, you're going to take it with you. So I'm just trying to, Joe, I understand. And this is why Alive is hard, guys, because you have suspicions. You see them all over Facebook, and you haven't got hindsight yet. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. You haven't got it yet to go, shit, should I put this out there or not? Or I'm so upset because he's missing, I'm going to put this out there, and then it comes back to bite you in the ass. Believe me, I've been through it. That's what I'm just trying to avoid. I want to give you guys something. I want to give you guys information. But at the same time, there are people out there responsible for hurting him or worse, then you want to hold off on those suspicions. I want to say, Elijah, I want to say another house. And there's this is hard too. I don't want to discuss the family dynamics or any personal things that were going, even if he made them public, even if Kyle made them public. I don't want to get into any of the personal kind of sensitive stuff that may have, even though it may have led to this. It's very hard to discuss something like that easily on a live stream, without being disrespectful to either him or the family. I'm not just going to sit here and go, well, he said this, and he said that. Although, what I will say is that I think it connects. My gut feeling says that all of that private family history stuff connects to this somehow. That's my, can't always go by your gut feeling, but that's kind of my opinion from what I've seen so far. What I was going to say before I went off on my freaking tangent that I do, I'm sorry. Hey, Will, if he had the $80 in his hand to get the game, he could easily go get that game, not thinking about his wallet or meds because he was going to be back soon. Yeah, that's true. Ponds with easy road access in areas where people said they heard he might be. And this is the frustrating thing. You've got 50 people saying, he could be at 50 ponds. And law enforcement have to follow up on all of those things. And just look at the amount that are marked on here. This isn't even you know, the ones that aren't marked and that. But I'm interested in this area. I hope that we can get some answers on that. Red pins were sent. Now I didn't see any red pins. I need just the red one is where I put last known location. Okay, and so the NamUs report says under circumstances there have been no confirmed sightings since this time. And they don't give a time, they just give a date. So thank you for giving me that it was nighttime, because you know, that kind of might change the movement of things. I agree, Cynthia. People watching or people who are yet to watch know where he is. And red pins. Okay. That red pin is what I just did the search. Do I need to... Maybe I need to go back. Okay. So I haven't got any red pins on here. Am I doing something wrong? Maybe. I do not know. Okay. And you know, and they've searched these areas based on the tips that they've received. There are many more waterways. I can't tell you because I don't know why they believe there are links to waterways, but obviously they have good reason to search these areas based on the information they've received. So the blue pins are all of the different ponds and waterways and different ones that Corey's gone and pinned for us. Corey, did you have an updated map or red pins where searches had been done? So I can't edit this per se. Oh gosh, I can't wait till my glasses get here. Sorry guys. Okay, so we know this was searched down here, but this was... Oh, that kind of is a little pondy kind of thing, isn't it? But that's where isn't that where the trailer was? And then there's this area here. That looks like it's drivable. I've seen this before. Yeah, you can see the track marks. But apart from these two, I'm not sure where law enforcement have searched. So I just need to get out of that. Sorry. Yeah. That's pretty much where we're at with it. As far as blue pins are not searched. Why am I not getting yellow and red pins on this? Do I need to refresh it? How about I refresh it? How about I do that, Bridget? See? Told you. Fucking idiot. Right. Okay, now we got colours. Peeps. Now we got colours. Rightio. Thank you. Hi. Okay. Alright. He did take his wallet. Right. Okay. Now wait a minute. He took his wallet. You don't need to say where. Or who. Did he take his wallet and then it was found at someone's house? Someone else's house? Goldfish moment again too. Take two. The sheriff's office has only had the phone since last... Don't let me misquote here. Went last Wednesday? 16th? Is that fair to say? 16th. So, two things they can do with that. I don't know if anything's been deleted off it. They can use something like Celebrate to pull anything off it that might have been deleted. Or some companies like Verizon, for example, you can delete a text message or whatever. It'll be kept on their server. So the recommendation was that if the family had authorization for the account, maybe they would be able to get through. Usually law enforcement would, or a solicitor, an attorney would need to request that. Hey Fred, how are you, hun? Okay, alright, so, yeah, you don't have to answer, Corey, I understand, I'm trying to understand now. Okay, so he took his wallet, but then it turned. I don't want to speak out of turn. But then it turned up somewhere else. Yes, Elijah. That was another thing too. Yeah. That just reminded me too. If anyone have family members authorization on the phone, you can give it a go. Like I said, usually law enforcement need to request the ping data. But if that phone was taken and then put back somewhere, you should be able to grab the ping location of where it was. And that takes time, probably more time than the sheriff's office has currently had the phone. I'm not going to say where the phone was, but it ties into what I was saying before about the family issues. Okay. Where's that comment? Blue's not searched. Yellow... Okay, so yellow you guys did, and red is what law enforcement did. Okay. I want to look at this one. What? Corey? When did... Yes, I believe this is available on Facebook, but sorry, I've got to move, my damn camera's in the way. Google. I will put it in the description now, so you might just need to just hang on. Search location map. You may just, alright, saving. Okay, you may just need to refresh the stream, but that should come up. Now let me refresh it. Yep. Let me just make sure that. Yep, that's all good. Okay. Alright. Sorry, looking up my nose there, I didn't realise. No worries. Where was I? Corey, are you able to answer when they searched this, please? Do you know the date? Another cigarette. Do you know when these were searched? Do we know dates? Where's the other two? Okay, so this is the trailer. Right. Okay. It's the pond behind the trailer. And then one up here. Yep, I got it. I got it. Thanks for subscribing, Tracy, Jeanette, Tina, Jim, Connie, Cassie, Lucid, Redhead, Diane, Chris, Jay, Lindsay, Flutterby, Alexis. Thank you guys. They did search it today. Okay. You know, I might need to talk after this. Alright, so they got back. Perimeter check. I don't think they needed to dive it. I think they just needed to perimeter. Alright, okay, cool. Alright, so they got the email. They went out there. Yeah, they, I wasn't expecting them to do a dive there. Just a perimeter check because of the information. Okay, so that's been done. Let's see if anything comes of that. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. Okay, so now that this is linked in the description below, the blue ones are the unsearched areas. So if anyone wants to get... I'm going to zoom out a bit. There are a couple. There are a few. Personally, this is just my opinion, and I don't know the area. I'm sorry, but if I just have to base this on patterns, which is what I would... thank you for subscribing, guys, Debbie and Fauna. I would... Why are they searched here and not here? To be honest, I would be looking at this, like this triangle. and this area here. Excuse the background noise if we can hear it. My husband's talking about the government. I don't know. Some crap. Anyway. Ponds. Okay. Alright, it's out there. Alright. Okay. Alright. The pond was this one that they searched today. Does it have a name on it? What are you called, pond? I know you are not called 2023 Google. So you've got Beckler Road, 260, McKee Auto Parts, and then behind there is this pond. Actually, is it called McKee's Pond? Is that the actual name of it? Excuse my bad habit here, guys. I need this to think. Even though it's probably clouding my brain even more. I don't know if that's the actual name of it. Alright. Okay, so the information is out there then. So, someone found his identification. This is why this was the interest to me, because I wanted to look at where they might be traveling. You know, so if we go, you know, up here, it's like, why all the interest down here? And then it's just like that part of you that hopes this is not another stitch up, but on the other hand, it's like, well, if they have found it, you know what that's kind of gonna mean, even though you kind of know it deep down, but you would. This is So, like, you don't want it to be another dead end for them, but you kind of do, if it makes any sense. So yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know the name of the ponds, but it's just east of Carbondale. Assuming we are facing due north. Don't ask me about geography. Took me a year to get my bearings around Texas, like on a map and physically. But yeah, this was. There's also some other small water areas here and here. Elijah had that thought too. Could be, you know, it's like, were the movements kind of across and south, or across and down here, and throw on the way out to where? I don't know. To Florida? Or is it, let's go chuck it here and then, you know, head north? Definitely a possibility. I couldn't tell you. But as far as Louisa say, posting the link to anyone who wanted to do like a, perimeter search or anything around some of these areas. That is why I was saying I would concentrate on this area down here. Because, I mean, what else are you going to do? Yeah, okay, maybe they did throw it. Maybe they did throw... If indeed it was found there, first of all. If it was, it could be, yeah, to throw people off. But, I mean, where it's a good as... a good place as any to look. So I would... What is grey? Maybe grey is their own thing. Okay. So yeah, I would search that. These little... Again, who owns this land too? I guess you can't just go and be searching rolling areas. Just can't be going onto private property, and I don't know who owns this property. If it might be owned by McKee's. If this is their shit across the road too, they might own everything in here. I don't know. But, if anything was found here, I guess the next step for law enforcement would be a dive team. Or dogs. I am more than confident they have their own resources, but if... I'm just trying to think what states I've got people I could ask if they know anyone. If you guys need that kind of resource, then, like dogs or... So no, I do know a couple of people. I would just have to see. So just let me know. Okay, so Elijah. So does the trailer where Keys meds were at to the pond where the wallet was share a road? Yes. Yes, they do. Did I take my pin away? They do. Get rid of that one. Gosh. Talk for a minute and it... Waterloo. Stop giving me Waterloo. Maybe it'll do. No, I guess it'll do. Is it coming up as an actual... Not even actually coming up as a body of water, but anyhow. Okay, to answer your question, Elijah, that is the connection between... Tell me if I've got this right, Joe or Corey. That is the connection to the items and items being found. It's only 10 minutes. Super close. So, I mean, that suggests he didn't go get the game Like, I'm sure the shops aren't here, are they? They're up in Nelsonville, I'm assuming. They're not down here. Maybe they are. Maybe I'm assuming wrong. But I think this is the route, right? It's less than 5 miles. 10 minutes directly down one onto 3. And then onto 260, which is also called Beckler Road. And then I think by the looks of this, you could walk or you could drive. You can drive. You can see this. You can see these track marks. You can see cars have driven in here. So that is where we are at currently. I'm sorry that I can't give you any more than that. If anything else comes to light that I think we should talk about, I'm happy to do lives or video, whatever, anything, just to get the information out there. Someone watching or someone who's yet to watch, knowing something, someone said something, someone did something, someone saw something. If you don't want to go to the sheriff's department directly, just give someone an anonymous message. My details are on the channel if you want to email me. I've had it happen before. We had a cold case from 1994 in Texas, and because of the live video, someone came forward with some information that had totally been bypassed by the local sheriff's office, and as a result, that case got reopened after, I can't even do my maths, after 30 years, so this is what I'm talking about, the benefits of the blessings of social media, where you can use it for good and not for drama and crap. Jesse McKee owns it, right? Yeah, so I thought that would be their land, right? So so just ordinary civilians like you and me aren't just going to be able to walk in there and go traipsing around, and that can be said about any of these areas. I would just suggest that you can do a title search on these for your local area to see who owns them, and maybe just ask them nicely, hey, do you mind if I just do a preliminary search around your pond? That's probably what I would do, but they can only say no. And if law enforcement thinks that it's necessary to go to any one other of these number of places, then I'm sure they will, based on the information that they've been given. But personally, myself, I would concentrate on this area because pattern-wise, it fits in with the route. It could be a red herring, but what else you got to go by? physical, tangible, patterns or directions or anything, the locations that you can actually see. That's not to say to go out there and be a sovereign citizen and do the sheriff's job, but you guys I know you're doing this and searching, from a place of love and wanting just to bring him home. So I'm going to wrap this up now. Does anyone have any questions? If I can answer them, I will try to. It's hard doing a live because you can't take back what you've said once you've said it. Those who know me sometimes know that, yes. I might accidentally use a swear word here or there. Other things, but, yeah. I at the moment, I think, that's what we can do. Just, be respectful of people's property. Ask them, if you know who owns the property. But just go and ask them if they mind. There's no law against it. Not sure how law enforcement are going to feel, but hey, there's only so much manpower, and there are so many places to check. So I am going to wrap it up now, guys. I think at this point that's what we have. Like I said, I'll come back, do another one, whether it's in a day or a week. We just need to play this by ear. Keep your eyes open. Keep an ear out for anything that might sound plausible, that might be of substantial value, and just try and separate that from the Facebook chatter, and that might help us find him a little bit faster. Okay, so he didn't own a car. There was a car that he was in or involved in with, that was, I think it was given a cursory search. I'm not sure about complete forensics, but given a cursory search. No, so let me just bring and post the flyer up. And I'm in the way. Get out of the way, Bridge. No, just date, what he was wearing, tattoo, and unlike him to be gone without contacting grandmother. Just know that he was on medication and that was left behind as well. So, yeah. Sorry, having a brain fart before, but then that was before you mentioned about the wallet. So he did take the wallet, and here I am thinking, did they return it to the house? And okay, so the wallet was taken and then found. Okay, all right, yeah, it's someone else's car. We'll just leave it at that because that person's not even kind of around at the moment. Yeah. That I believe that car to be in I want to say Florida. Perhaps. I don't know. I don't like to kind of speak about stuff that I know nothing about. Because that is pointless. And that would just make me look like an idiot. But, I'll just try and talk about the things that I think I know about. And my gut's kind of telling me several people are involved, and there's a reason that this has happened. We won't go into that at this point. We just want to find him. Someone's fucking do. Excuse me. That's why I don't do lives. Just do the right thing. If you're scared of law enforcement or scared of someone else, I get it, but you gotta just find a way of saying what you know and protecting yourself at the same time. If you're not complicit, if you're not involved, I don't know, just find a way. Send it to me in Morse code. I don't care. I'll just relay it, and then law enforcement can do with it what they see fit, what they think is best. All right, thanks for coming in, guys. I will continue to update on Facebook, and if we're gonna go live again or anything like that, when that will be, you'll notice upcoming event. And then you should get it. If you're subscribed, you'll get a click on the bell next to it, because you get the notification. Otherwise, if anyone is scared, they can message the Nelsonville Crackheads page. They'll keep it anonymous, as do I. I don't give two shits who you are. Only. I mean that in the nicest way, really. I just want to see this young bloke be brought home to a huge family and a number of friends who say he's just the most kind-hearted, good person. And it really is as simple as that. Yeah, what would you do if it was your family or friend? He's just a boy. He's 30. My son turned 28 yesterday. And I'm like, he's just like 2 years older than my son. And I can't even imagine. I can't. I'm lucky. I'm lucky that I can't. But at the same time, I kind of feel like we've got to... This world's a shitty enough place as it is. We just got to try and help each other out if we can. I can't be there in person, I'm sorry. If I could, I would. But, I'll do what I can from here. Yeah, make a throwaway account, Honey Badger. It's exactly right. One of our wonderful mods here from the UK. Someone knows something. There is so much scuttlebutt bullshit on Facebook, but amongst all of that is just that grain of truth. Someone always knows something. We know people know something. We've seen screenshots and messages and people saying, blah, 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 XXX, whatever. You're willing to go and put that in a text message, but you're not willing to send it to the people who can actually do something and bring him home. Like, sorry, I'm starting to get shitty now. It just pisses me off. But, I will be back, guys. Brain is very foggy with no REM sleep, but when I can, thanks for the subs, Stephanie. Oh, Steffi. Sorry. See, can't even read anymore. Need another coffee. But yeah, we'll keep working on this. I keep trying to, just liaise with anyone that I can. If I come up with any brainstorming or anything like that, I'll let you guys know. But I want to thank everyone for coming in, and just please just come forward in whatever way you want to do it. Just come forward, okay? All right. Thanks, guys.